my head.
You can turn down my head.
In my head.
So you guys scream.
In my head.
We're rolling.
And everybody who's anyone across the world, worldwide, okay?
Mr. Worldwide. Remember Mr. Worldwide?
Remember Pitbull. Is that Pitbull?
It's Pitbull.
Hey.
No. Is it Flo Rida or Pitbull?
It's Pitbull.
It's fully Pitbull. Same
Can someone
guy.
sing
guy.
Can someone sing a Pitbull song for me?
I do know.
Actually, no. It's just a long beep
No,
on the
there's
podcast.
one. Love you so much. It's straight low. Cause I want to love to make love to you, baby.
Oh,
You know
there's
what I'm talking
also
about?
That was beautiful.
Fireball. Do you guys remember Fireball?
We got
Fireball.
Oh,
yeah,
all right. This is a mess. Okay, we're not a Pitbull. Is this a Pitbull crowd?
I think we're more Flo Rida people. I think there's two camps, Pitbull or Flo Rida.
The club can't even handle me right now. That song, yes. Okay, I remember going from first period to second period, listening to that in my iPod Nano, going, "This club
can't handle me right now.
It can't handle me right now."
An iPad. Hold on.
Touch.
An iPod Nano. The mystery surrounding the experience of having an iPod Nano, you have no idea what song was coming next. You had no idea.
It got smaller to get bigger. Technology worked sort of that way. I feel like my mic is going up and down. I'm back.
Hi.
Hey, guys.
It wasn't.
Girls, it was in my head.
It was in your head.
Things can be in your head and they're not true, but not for me. Everything I think is true.
Everything I think is true and the voices are real.
Wait, what were we just saying?
We're talking about having the experience of having an an iPod Nano. I can't say that with lip filler. I want to be clear.
That's a good exercise.
I have a hard time with anything. iPod. I had to pronounce a girl's name at a stand-up show the other day that I was hosting, and it couldn't. Like my lips were like. and it didn't. I said, I'm sorry, it's not up to me anymore.
That's beautiful.
Sometimes my lips just don't go certain ways.
No, hey, but you know what, darling? They look amazing.
I know.
They look amazing. No, I think, the ennui of being a millennial, honestly, is that we've seen so many things come and so many things go. Ooh. Oh, bed, lay me down by the fire.
And a bed of roses.
Sweet me on a little song. After all. I don't know what that song is. That's a girl song.
The Bed of Roses song, really sad.
It's like that's the song that every girl does in high school in a talent show. I
actually did that song as a monologue in theater school. So
what a nightmare.
I'll tell you why right now, it was atrocious.
My iPod Touch, that was the mix, okay? Everyone nowadays, they just have one cube, and that's all you'll know for the rest of your life. Gen Z.
Gen Z, how pathetic. You don't know what it was like to have a literal bag of miscellaneous devices. We're talking, you had an iPhone, iPad, you had an iPod, you had a GameCube.
You had non-Apple products. You had a Motorola phone.
You had a Motorola
phone, you had a GameCube.
An iPod and a Motorola.
Yeah. And what's that other one? Remember that other one
that had a moment?
That's
called being trans. Yeah. Having eye products and eye products.
No, what is that other brand that almost
Nintendo.
was a thing?
Razer.
It was not iPods. It was the music player. It had a moment. It had a moment in history.
Disc jockey.
Not Napster. That was the website. LimeWire. My girls remember that.
LimeWire. I remember.
I was more of a YouTube to MP3 boy myself.
I was a LimeWire all the fucking way.
I'm googling ferociously.
There was it was like it was something. It was worse in every way.
There's something called
Firefly.
a Zune.
Yeah, that's what it was.
It was a Zune.
Was it a Zune?
100%. Yeah. That's exactly what
that
was.
Zune.
I mean, that you guys don't even know what Uvu is. How sad.
How embarrassing.
How embarrassing. You can't grow up and be in a job interview and attempt to get that job without knowing what Uvu is. That would be, if I had a business and I was hiring a Gen Z, that would be my first question. What's Uvu go?
They'd be like, what? Yeah, no, Uvu, when you're in middle school, it's one of the first ones where you could hide somebody. And you know that old trope of, someone's on the three-way call and
it's
you're talking
bullying.
shit. Bullying. Bullying advanced in such a huge way.
Bullying took a 2-step when we were in middle school, and it said 1, 2 step.
It's like you should, the technology was iPhones, music players were getting better, and bullying was getting so advanced. Okay, we experienced the first cyberbully wave.
Exactly. That's why AI isn't shocking us, because we're like the jump that bullying did in our generation. We know that the technological advances happened in the blink of an eye.
I think that's why we're not afraid of AI, because we're like, maybe it'll be like nicer than all those
Maybe
people.
it'll be like kind of nice to me.
Like, please stop now. And it might. But no, I remember the first like assemblies and stuff that would happen about cyberbullying.
Yeah.
And they were, because people back then, it was the Wild West. If you were a girl named Rachel, you did one thing wrong in cafe.
Goodbye.
Girl, you're going to jail. You're going to social suicide jail.
You're moving towns for sure.
You're moving towns. It's like the teachers who had no idea what was going on.
They couldn't handle it.
That was the beauty of the old internet, is that our parents didn't know what was going on.
And we had developed such a secret society of demonic behavior towards each other. I was in so many chat rooms saying my full given name to just strangers and criminals.
Full given.
I was giving blowjobs on Club Penguin. Like, it was the Wild West.
It was the 5 little boys in a finished basement in 2007.
Good luck.
That is the most dangerous, rotten energy in this goddamn world. That is like the most demonic human moment. And
that'll open a portal for sure.
And we did, left and right. That's why the world's over. I think that's why everything's getting so shitty.
Do you remember what's that
Blue
thing?
Waffle.
No. Yes.
Sandbox Party.
No.
The jar video.
Yeah.
Do you know the jar, Lizzie?
I don't know the jar.
Don't look it up.
I'll give you the spark notes. A guy sits on a jar and everything goes wrong.
Sure.
You know.
Sure.
Everything that could go wrong goes wrong.
Picture worst case scenario, worse than that.
I don't.
Of a guy sitting on a jar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's not wearing pants.
I don't think he's alive now.
That is like one of the our lore, millennial lore, is like, is Jar Guy still alive?
Yes.
Where's 2 Girls, 1 Cup Girl?
Where are they?
Who the hell was Blue Waffle?
Who and is she? Well, does she have legs still, or was she sort of going through a tuberculosis moment?
Also, the Pain Olympics. Remember that guy cut off his balls?
Yeah, I don't.
See, we were allowed to watch shit like that. You Gen Zs, you're so coddled. You're so coddled.
You don't know what the real world is like. Do you remember being online, Googling information for school, World War II, what happened? And then suddenly a pop-up comes up of a dick entering someone's eye socket, and you just have to look at that, go, ooh.
Oh,
and
skip ad.
Skip ad, and then move on to your information for school. The extreme sudden trauma that we used to deal with has made millennials impenetrable.
I have seen the most fucked up shit when I was 12 online, but with my friends. Like, how on earth am I supposed to maintain the status quo?
Exactly.
Okay? Like, how am I supposed to just like go on? Like, it's fucked. You know what I mean? Oh my God. My mom thought it was just Ask Jeeves.
Ask Jeeves.
As she thought that's all the internet was. You could ask it a question and it would answer.
If only it was as simple as that. The weaves remember Neopets?
Yeah, of course.
That was kind of good, honest Catholic fun.
That was good. I mean, I used to play this ice cream stack game, and girl, I was obsessed with the colors.
You know what I loved?
What?
That Build a Big Sandwich game.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
You know how you just had to pile high a really big sandwich?
Literally, see, that's when...
Do you remember World Star
Yes, World Star Runner. Trogdor.
World Star Runner.
Oh my God! Like these Gen Zers, we love you, but you have no idea what we're talking about.
like your childhood was stripped from you.
See, because we also got fucked up in the woods.
World Star Runner.
Guys,
we were literally doing salvia on Club Penguin.
I was doing salvia way too young.
My friend said, "Do you want salvia?" I said, "Yes."
Oh, I did it in middle school. I was in the woods. My face was rubbing around in that dirt. Okay, I was on the ground, squirreling around. Where was my mom? Like, if my mom could know where I was at this time, like, I'm just in the woods
Rolling. My parents refused to drive us anywhere because they wanted to live their own lives.
Hell yeah.
Imagine. And so they put us in goddamn taxi cabs. We would call a 1-800 taxi. We were 13. Get into a cab. Our cab driver was our age and would sell us cocaine.
Hell yeah.
We're all doing cocaine in the cab with the cab driver, and we were dropped off in the middle of the woods.
See, guys, check and mate. Okay.
You don't know what it's like.
You don't know what it's like. And guys, the fact that you don't know what it's like means that you probably don't understand that this is La Podcast.
Exactly.
Wow, 15 minutes in, they would say. They would say that this is the best podcast that you could ever fucking listen to. Mm-hmm. That's Gabby Bryan, my best friend, by the way.
Hi, how are you?
Don't get it twisted.
Don't get in my way.
And who am I?
And that's actually Zack Senior, my best friend. And that's Lizzie.
Oh my God, hey.
Lizzie is our best friend, our mother.
Our mother.
Our auntie.
Yeah.
And soon to be mother.
And soon to be actual mother, if the papers go through.
I'm not pregnant, just to say that at the top. A little housekeeping.
Okay, she's
Yeah,
not
okay.
pregnant, but catch this. We think she's gonna be soon. She better be. Oh yeah, that'd be so
She
cool.
has to.
Part of my contract.
We have to quickly say that you guys have to vote for us for something. Lizzie, can you say
Lizzie,
the
can you
info?
tell them what? Guys, if you like the podcast and you want to see us get big,
Yes.
I know you're all rooting for us. Here's what I sense from
The community.
between us and the community online is that you guys are rooting for us. So because we're making such big changes and we're moving to a big network and all of this stuff is happening.
I don't think we've ever said that on air.
Oh, I don't. Can we?
Yeah, I don't see why
I
not.
mean,
this is coming out in a couple of weeks, so I think you're good to.
So, girl,
Or you
some
can just allude to it and we can check.
big
We'll
things
check,
are
we'll check.
happening behind the counter.
Behind the counter at your favorite diner, La Podcast, we are chomping
Good
bubble
photo
gum.
shoot idea.
Yeah, we are smoking cigarettes in the walk-in, and we are leveling the fuck up. We are moving.
And bitch,
We're leveling the fuck up.
All right.
We're moving to a big network. We're having a lot of
Bitch.
fun while doing it. I'll tell you what. And we, one day soon, will move to London. That's a solemn swear.
That's a promise. Guys, we're coming at your ass. We got to get there before Lizzie gets pregnant because we want Carmichael to have a good life. Okay.
We want Carmichael to have free healthcare and be born in London and be a little boy with a little English accent.
And your passports are so cute.
They are.
Although I like the American passport because it has like vignettes of classic American culture on it. And at the very last page is the moon. That's ours, bitch.
That
Yeah.
rocks. Oh, I just thought of a very funny joke. I'll tell you later.
Cool. Not on this comedy
It's
podcast.
someone else's joke,
Oh, hell yeah. Then don't say it.
so I can't say it.
Do you want to update me on your life? I have something so
Wait,
huge
but we
to
have
talk about.
to. You do have something huge to talk about, but pause.
Sorry.
Lizzie has to tell them what
Quickly,
to vote for.
because you want this so desperately. So
Sorry, I had a Diet Coke. My brain is going crazy.
your Diet Coke is coursing through your veins. So we are up for the British Podcast Awards, and you can vote for the podcast as the Listener's Choice Awards by going to BritishPodcastAwards.com/voting and search La Podcast.
I'll be posting this on
We'll
the
be
social media.
posting it.
It'll be on the socials.
If
Guys.
you want us to move to London, you've been begging.
You've been begging, I hope.
You've been begging, I hope. Get online and vote for us best podcast.
Guys, if
Bed
imagine,
podcast.
guys, I know you guys are fans. That's why you're listening. Okay? I know you're fans. That's why you're listening. If-
I love the idea of someone hate listening to this.
I know. Being like, God, that was a good riff, but God, are they
fuck
annoying?
them.
Oh, my God.
It's like all the YouTube listeners or viewers.
So
We,
true.
we love you guys, too. I love you guys who say being gay is bad. I'm like, girls.
Our Instagram, our YouTube is really prompting the age-old conversation, is it bad to be gay?
But to be honest, guys, is it?
I'll tell you one thing, it's not good.
It's not great, but it is amazing after I
Awesome.
tell you what I did something so gay
Say
today.
it right now. Say it right now.
Okay, guys. Well, first off, vote for us if you want us to live in London. I think that it would work. I think we'll win.
I think we'll win.
So tell your family, just vote, even if you
Tell
don't even
your
like
family.
us. Just please, we want this. We do what we can.
This is the podcast. We do what we can.
Guys,
Say it.
me and Gabby are going to Scotland very soon. By the time you hear this, we will be set foot
Actually there.
rooted in Scotland.
Rooted.
So I'm subletting my house. Okay, so I made a Craigslist ad today.
Today?
2 days ago. 2 days ago.
2 days ago. We've had this trip planned for 6 months.
I know, but I've been trying on Facebook Marketplace, but apparently everyone on there is a scam. But no, I'm good. I'm good. I have a lot of people want it. A lot of people want it. So I posted this Craigslist ad and everything. And then this guy messaged me and he's like, oh, hey, I'm going to come by and I'm going to see, can I see the place? And I was like, yeah, totally. He comes, he's a guy.
A guy. What's he look like?
He is a super cool looking guy. Like
good looking?
He's pretty good looking. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
So
I
like
hear you.
he was clearly he was a very good looking guy. Wow, I'm stuttering.
Get through it, Zack. Get through it. Ow. Zack just literally shattered my kneecap.
Hands to yourself.
I was doing a love tap. I'm sorry, you're made of brittle bones. I'm sorry.
Don't hit my bones. You
I'm
know
sorry,
they can't take
Your
it.
bones are basically peanut brittle. That's actually stronger than your bones, to be honest.
Totally.
So he comes over. He sees the place. I show him the entire house, the downstairs, my bedroom, the roof. Okay, and then
forget about the roof.
and then at the end of the thing, I was like, okay, so do you have any questions? Silence. A pinter pause. A beat.
Not a pinter.
In the script,
pause.
it says a beat passes.
Yeah.
Then we started viciously making out. I don't even know what happened. We just started making out, and then we had sex. And you know where?
Where?
Lizzie, do you want to stand up and look underneath your seat?
No, not right here. Are you serious?
Was it right there? Yeah. Did you wipe it down?
No.
I did nothing to wipe.
Oh.
I'm kidding. It was in my bed. I just wanted to freak you out.
You're lying.
No, it was in my
You've
bed.
had sex on my spot.
On my sofa.
On my spot.
No, that would be hard. It's all made of leather. I feel like I would get all slick and stuck. You know what I mean?
Every leather couch is always like wet.
Yeah.
But then so I had sex with this guy, and then I was like, okay, get out now. Like this isn't a date.
Like you're a stranger.
First off, who needs Grindr? I got Craigslist, bitch. It works. I was like, okay. And then he's like, okay, so about the place. I was like, no, you weirdo. I'm not giving you the place. We were trying to do a business deal and you fucked me. Like,
I think you should give him the place.
Gabby and I are not sold on why you're not giving this guy the place.
I don't get it.
He seems like he wasn't a sociopath because you fucked him.
Me and my sublet flirt.
Well, did you have sex with him?
No, I've never met him.
Yeah, so I had sex with him.
Yeah, but maybe when I meet him, I'll have sex with him.
I know it was a cool experience,
He's
but
gonna
I'm
try
a little
on my
bit.
panties probably.
He's gonna look at all your panties, wear
gonna
them
leave
all at
them.
the same. Leave them. That would be so hot for him.
This is my panty drawer.
Well, okay, guys listening, DM me because do guys like girls' panties?
The amount of this
They
is gonna
do.
sound The amount.
What do they do with it?
I'll tell you. The amount of specifically English men, but it really is all men, but specifically English men who have put my underwear in their mouth
Ew.
is out of control. Do you experience that?
Yep.
Wow.
Men? So it's all men.
Well, so your underwear is like, for guys, underwear is like the last thing we think about. There's like holes and stuff. Yours, if you're trying to throw it away, you got to like shred it.
Yeah. It's like an old passport.
Yeah.
Literally, if you even drop a pair of panties around a guy and turn your back to them, those panties are in their mouth.
On their head. Like
on their head, on their
like
face, in their
face.
mouth.
Yeah.
Well,
They love panties.
you should leave them for him.
I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
take all my panties to Scotland. That's like a lot. I have panties from 7th grade in there.
They're like doilies.
They're like Minnie Mouse panties. I would never fuck her.
Fuck that bitch.
Fuck Minnie
Do
Mouse.
not say her name. Do not invoke her right now.
We do have to move on. It's been 20 minutes.
I know, but I
It's
just
hot
want to.
down here.
It's hot.
Anyone else
Serve.
agree?
I'm sweating, but can you everyone just say cool for what happened to me today?
Oh.
I'm
I didn't realize you weren't validated.
Can everybody be feeling like what I did was cool?
That was so
'Cause
cool. You should give him the apartment.
Who on earth, okay, has ever had sex at 11 a.m.? Okay. You have sex morning.
You're an extremist. That's what I'm learning about you.
I've been radicalized by YouTube. No. Who has sex at 11 a.m.? Yes, there's morning sex, but that's strictly 8 a.m. to 10:30 territory.
Should I have sex with a guy tonight? Who
Yes.
lives in your neighborhood?
Yes, you bitch.
I haven't had.
And also, then you can't have sex later. It's like you have to wait for like the work day to be over. You know what I mean? Then the night sex begins. But like 11 to 3 p.m., no one's... Go to the bank. Okay?
Literally go to the bank. You shouldn't be slurping on
What are you
them gorp.
doing? Fucking this guy who's showing you a house. Go to the bank. Call the bank. I'm sure there's something. Like,
I'm sure there's something. Call the bank. I'm sure there's something.
check your credit score, you freak. It's
should be
11
on
a.m.
Gmail.
Okay.
I'm sure his Slack was overflowing.
I was working at the time. Don't tell my boss.
See,
Shout
that
out public
could never
forum.
happen to a girl.
Why?
That could never happen to a girl. If I showed a man, first of all, if I just merely showed a man my apartment to sublet, I'm dead.
You'd have to have a German Shepherd there with you.
Exactly. I would have to hire private security to
But then,
just be
and then
on.
security for even those guys, because
Yes.
like even the private security could
Because
turn.
they could, you never know. I can't even show my apartment. I have to send a video and then encode that and send that through cyber security.
And he's like, "What
and then
neighborhood?"
send
And
it.
you're like, "Oh, it's on the east side of the north of Brooklyn."
It's kind of like in Brooklyn, up but also down. You'll figure it out. I'll send you a pin once I'm gone. Once I'm like, I had to put in my sublease agreement, no one else is allowed to have copies of these keys. You will return the exact copies of these keys.
Yeah, or else.
Or else, because someone's going to have a copy of the keys, come and murder me, rape me.
Gabby,
I hope not in that order. I hope in the reverse order.
You hope
so
in the
I could have
reverse.
some fun. Sorry.
That's the funniest.
Sorry.
I think that's the funniest. That's the funniest
Sorry.
thing you've ever said. What the fuck? That was crazy.
Sorry.
The fuck?
So yeah, I could never have sex with the guy subletting my apartment at 11
I want to
a.m.
have some fun. Okay, Joan Rivers.
Sorry, I was raised on Joan. It's not going to be all PC in here.
It's not PC, guys. One of us in this room has a YouTube account, okay? It ain't going to be PC no longer.
I have a YouTube.
Oh, I'm just on it. I'm a chronic YouTube guy. I look up for deep dive documentaries about stuff.
I look for best road trips through Portugal.
Ooh.
Mm.
And
You want to know what I'm serving?
I'm desperate.
I'm serving you a pumpkin patch. Fall is coming, girls.
It's a month. Yes.
Get ready.
Get ready for the
It takes girls a month to prepare for
Yeah, I
fall.
understand. Fall in London.
Fall in London. Do they even have pumpkins?
That is a North American squash.
I don't know if they have.
Oh my
such
God.
heavy
Wait, I
pumpkin
just
culture.
realized they don't celebrate Halloween.
I know. We'll have to come home for that.
And I will, because that's
It's my favorite. We have to come home for all of October.
you British people really don't understand. Like that is the best holiday. It's and it's an American tradition. It's the end of the harvest
and
ceremony.
they know that. I think they feel really jealous and awkward that they don't celebrate Halloween because they try.
But they have the guards with those huge furry hats.
That's a Halloween of sorts.
I'm jealous.
I'm jealous, but they don't have. Do they even know what fall is? You don't even have pumpkin patches. Do you even have chai lattes?
That's the one thing I want to live in London, but you know that spooky aura that all of the United States gets for that.
Especially, it's New England. It's a big part of our childhood. Not that I'm from New England.
The Northeast.
I'm from the tri-state area. I'm not from New England.
There's a lot of like haunted stuff in London. It's
true.
It's spooky in a different way.
They have witches. One time
They have witches.
They have witches. They have witches.
One time in Northern England, Newcastle, even, I did a witch-themed escape room.
Oh.
And it was a lot of fun.
Oh, hell
You
yeah.
want to do escape rooms?
I do those with the little kids I babysit.
Zach?
Little girl I babysit, like 3. Gabby 0. If we can get a scorecard.
Literally, this girl's beating me
Abigail
up so
behind.
hard. Fuck Abigail. Literally, you spend so much more time with her. I can't even get you down for a goddamn dinner. And this girl has you in escape rooms?
Sorry.
And at the Tiny Thing Museum?
I'm getting paid to go to these places. It's
I'll
awesome.
pay you.
Okay.
You're getting paid when you hang out with me, by the way.
It's backlogged.
Don't act like this is charity.
It's a job. It's a job, baby. What else are you serving?
I'm serving I'm serving going to Dunkin' Donuts.
Yes.
Getting a extra large chai latte hot.
I love you.
I love you too. You're wearing a big plaid t-shirt. That's your boyfriend's. You're wearing a big plaid shirt. That's your boyfriend's. It is so broken in that you wonder, was a man killed in this?
Yes.
Why is it so comfy? And you're wearing such tight skinny jeans. The swamp ass you have could drown a child. You literally, and then you're wearing puffy sneakers, obviously at knees, and you're going to a pumpkin patch with a bunch of your girls.
Yo.
And you get
maybe
there,
a corn maze.
Yeah, and you don't pick one pumpkin up and a corn maze, but you take a lot of pictures. Like,
hell,
you have to tune into the video to see my face.
With bangs, fried bangs,
like this.
Yo. Girls, and they're all pigeon-toed for some reason. There's an epidemic of girls being pigeon-toed. In 2008,
so true.
Every girl was like with knobble knees.
Literally like
little,
this.
Little, like,
I think I literally have
but with like
scoliosis.
Penguin, like the hoodie, which is like pulled up to their hands.
Yeah.
And they're like, it's a lot of like,
the experience.
Tune in for that.
Do Gen
Tune in
Z,
for that act
I hate
out.
to continue to shit on Gen Z, but do they even know what Tumblr is?
Of course. It was around for them.
They had that?
And the legacy, like there's a void. Like everyone knows about Tumblr.
But do they get it?
The sexual pub. I can't believe Tumblr made that decision to take porn off it. Like, what the fuck?
That was like a big part of it.
What's the point? That's like asking Twitter to take away all the racist stuff. Okay, like what's the app?
What's
then?
the app then?
What are we doing?
Where's the meat? I'm serving. Speaking of meat, I'm serving you dating a guy who owns a barbecue restaurant.
That would be my biggest dream.
That's so hot. I just thought of that right now.
I don't know. There's something not hot about a guy who's a restaurant owner because it's just,
I like it. I think, but that's my
only if
trash.
it's already successful.
Well, yeah.
If he's like, I'm starting a restaurant, I'll be like, babe, no.
Babe.
Unless your husband wants to, that rocks. Holy shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Kyle.
I'm gonna kill myself.
It's all good.
But
I'll
you're
let him know.
Lizzie. I'm Zack. So like,
That's true.
I'll be opening the restaurant.
That's true.
Like obviously that restaurant will be successful. What am I gonna do? I'll like fold together 2 menus and be like, babe, I'm tired.
I'm tired. This is never gonna work.
This is never gonna work. I'm flying to London.
This is
to
never
talk shit
gonna
about
work.
this.
No, I think it's so hot. I love a restaurant owner. I love a Greek restaurant owner, baby.
Like that guy at that diner. Guys,
yeah.
There's this diner it's literally right up the street from here.
Shout out.
The manager is the
so
sexiest
hot.
motherfucking fella I've ever seen in my life.
He's a tall Greek fella.
He
He's
looks
a Greek
like Mad Men.
guy.
He's like, you know when you see a man who's a fucking man?
Yeah.
He's got that thick manitude to him.
Yeah.
You know what men's is with that thick manitude?
Men's. You know men's be that thick.
You know those men's is with those thick body.
I want to date a guy who owns a big world famous barbecue joint. And he is dragging pigs in there and throwing them in fire and it's just like a mess. It's a mess.
And he's like covered in blood and he comes home and he's like, I'm covered in blood.
And I'm like, ooh la la.
Ooh la la.
Ooh la la. And he's just always covered in he's wearing
ooh la la.
ooh la la. He's wearing a white apron and it's just splattered with blood. And
splattered,
he's
it's covered. He's been chopping up pigs.
And he smells like smoke all the time.
Ew.
Fuck, I love the smell of a campfire. I want my guy to smell like that.
That's actually crazy that you're saying this because I have organically, secretly, in the contents of my own heart, believed that I want to marry a butcher.
Really?
Yeah.
We've never talked about this.
I know. I said that in the confines of my heart.
There's a fly on your head.
Jesus! Jesus Christ.
Jesus. Jesus.
Not my hair.
Hey, buddy, stay away from my hair.
Not the hair.
But yeah.
It takes more than 3-year lifetimes for this to dry. All right, so.
Wow, that's true.
Yeah, it does.
Now I have the heebie-jeebies. First things first. Secondly, there's a big famous barbecue spot that's down the street from my house, and one of the guys who owns it lives in my building, and he's a little bit older. And then I'm like, do I dare? He gave me a bunch of free bottles of wine the other day, but he's also cried in my arms. But so many people have done
which
that.
Which guy have you had sex with who hasn't cried in your arms?
Exactly. But
I'm like
main
the only guy who hasn't cried in your arms.
You've cried in my arms. The main guy who owns this.
Pouted in your arms, maybe.
You've cried. Tears have hit the ground. You've cried. And don't act like you haven't.
I'm a sensitive guy.
The guy who owns this barbecue joint is like a big, giant, large, tattooed man who owns this, and he's friends with my ex-boyfriend, ex-twice removed.
Better.
I know.
That makes
and
it
he
hotter.
walks his dog off leash.
Oh, what a nightmare.
You know when you see a man with with full control of his animal? Fuck.
It makes your pussy go. It makes your pussy go. Woo woo.
What? Woo!
You know, I get it.
I Chihuahua. So that's what I'm serving. Remember I Chihuahua?
Yeah.
What's that from?
What happened in that? You guys want to know what I'm serving?
Yeah.
I'm serving you. I'm serving you Big Time Rush, that band.
I fucked a guy in that band.
I'm serving you the guy.
I had sex with a guy in that band.
Which one?
I can't say it on air.
Oh, okay. Tell me
But
after.
you know which one. Google them and then point to which one you think
Okay,
it is.
wait, hold on.
And
You fucked a guy in Real Big Rush?
And every time
And you fucked one of the Naked Brothers bands?
I fucked one of the Big Time Rush guys.
Are they the same band?
They're two different bands. They're completely two different things.
You idiot.
You fucking idiot. And I want every viewer at home who thinks they know me to Google a picture and then pick which one they think that I fucked.
And it's the one you think.
I'll tell you what, it's clear as day.
It's clear.
Okay.
Which
I
one?
can't get like a big picture, but
Here we go.
Don't say his name.
I'm not gonna say his name. I'm
We
just
can
gonna
bleep
point to
it.
him.
I think you should say it so we can bleep it.
So okay, this is the picture.
Yeah.
Good
Nailed
work, Gabby. How was the sex?
It was weird.
Hey, more cerveza.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
Nailed
wow.
it. First guess. Lizzie got it first guess.
Hell yeah.
Because I know you.
Yeah, exactly.
I know
It's
you.
clear. It's clear.
It's clear as
Well,
day.
no, I mean, I could. There's another one that could have been, but yeah, no, it's clear.
I've had a whole life before this.
I know, guys.
You guys don't know
Not
my
me.
past. Not me.
Not me. I bet this is all
I
I
hatched
got.
Zack from an egg to start this podcast.
Okay, I'm serving you a turnip.
Wait, what about Big Time Rush?
Oh, I was just serving you Big Time Rush. I'm serving you a bunch of guys. We all are friends. One of us fucks you.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
J'adore.
J'adore that. I'm serving you a close-knit group of guys
Yeah.
who are in a band.
Yeah.
Okay, they tour. Okay, maybe they hook up with each other.
Oh, no
by
way.
accident.
Gay band.
And then there's like sort of like a dual, they're playing like a big performance. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then but the guitarist and the drummer have like tension because they hooked up and the tour bus the night before.
Oh my
but the
God.
groupie girlfriend who's in charge of everything, who's obsessed with the lead guitarist,
Yeah.
is in the front row with a big sign being like, "I love you, Trevor."
Yeah.
And then Michael in the back, the gay guy who hooked up with him, sees that and goes, "Fuck this!" Throws his sticks. It's like, then all of a sudden Travis is like, "Michael, where are you going? This is the big show. This is the battle of the bands."
This is the battle of the
Where are
band.
you going? This is Bamageddon.
We've been working our whole life for this.
And then Michael, who is a drummer who's got a mohawk and he's looks like train spotting-y. He's like sexy. He's kind of British, kind of.
Kind of.
No one knows where he's
You know
from.
how every American rock and roller sings with a British accent?
Yeah. And then so he's like, I can't do this. And then Travis is like, dude, we have to. And then he slams Travis against the wall.
I thought his name was Trevor.
Trevor. He slammed. That's another guy. That's the other guy in the band. Then Trevor comes by and he slams Trevor into the wall and he goes, "Listen, you make me crazy." And then Trevor goes, "Baby, you make me crazy." They kiss. Meanwhile, Chelsea, the groupie girl, comes
Yeah.
up and she goes, "What the hell?" Rips the poster and then goes, "Fuck," and like runs away. You know what I mean? Oh, and she was evil the whole time, so we can
Yeah.
we could
accept her
revel in her misery.
Love to hate, yeah.
Because she was a bitch.
And you know what their
earlier.
big song was?
What?
Bop, 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 skitty bop, bop,
It's just a rip-off of that song.
Bop, boo. No, it's the story of that song. This is the real life story of that song.
The Jackson 5. There's nothing to do with that. But yeah, their main song is a cover of that song, which went viral.
Viral.
Wait, isn't Mbop Hansen?
It's Hanson.
Not
Bop,
the Jackson
oop, 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 bop, bop. Do,
Skitty
do,
bop,
do,
bop.
And
do,
Hansen are
bop.
three
Do,
brothers.
do, 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 dow.
Do, 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 do.
So they date for a little bit. It doesn't go well. They break up. Then the sequel movie is them coming back together in their 40s after having a whole life and reconnecting and finding romance again.
I love
in the winter of their life.
Oh, I love a couple that were high school sweethearts, broke up to live their lives, got married, divorced, kids come and gone, moved out of the house, into college.
Come and gone.
The kids are adults now, and they come back together and realize all along they should have stayed together. I love that story. It's deeply both sad and amazing.
Yeah.
I have a really hard time lately. Sorry.
No, please.
But just jump in here.
No, please.
I've had a really hard time lately seeing old people on the street, specifically old men. They make me deeply sad. Do you have that experience?
Why do they make you sad?
You know what, old man just sort of like struggling in some way.
It's so interesting that you say that. I feel the same way about old women.
Really?
I like want to help them. I just feel like I'm so
It's so upsetting.
There's something about an old woman being all alone where I'm like, no, where's your daughter? Do you not have a daughter?
Yeah.
Where's your son? Where's your It's an awful feeling.
There's like, I've been seeing, like, I keep like catching myself seeing an old man like struggling with something down the street, and I get so unbelievably upset, and I'm like, what's that mean? What is that serving?
I mean, maybe you feel bad and have
Age is
empathy for another human. Maybe you're getting older, but even though it's kind of offensive to them, but you're getting older and like turning from 29 to 30 soon.
Yeah, that's like, I could be struggling down the street.
You know what I mean?
In the blink of an eye.
And with your feet and those bones, bitch, you'll be walking on nubs by 42.
But you have to get your first facelift at 43, right, girls?
Who said that again?
Sarah Jessica Parker.
Lastly, I'm serving you a library. Okay? When you walk into the library, it's massive. Okay? Massive mahogany. And red velvet. Okay? Red velvet chairs. Okay? It looks insane in there. There's a fire roaring. You're like, hello? 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 So big, it echoes.
Fuck yeah.
And then from the ceiling, it's like an impossibly high ceiling. You see someone free falling. It's a woman, the librarian. She is
killing herself.
She's jumped off from a point so high you can't even see. She parachutes, lands, and goes, I'm Barbara.
No talking in the museum.
No talking in the museum. I'm Barbara. You're funny around here. Where you come from? And like, you know what I mean? She's like this, like sassy, with like a charisma you can't shake. A charisma you can't shake. This girl. You talk to her and you go, whoa, Barbara, I am addicted to you.
I love you.
No, we should be close. I want to be
Barbara,
close.
we should be close.
I want to be close with you. You guys switch, exchange numbers, and she becomes some part of your inner circle.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's right.
I can't wait to see when we all get married. And Lizzie, yours is sooner than later.
Hint, hint, hint.
Hint, hint. I can't wait to see like the bride. You're not even doing bridesmaids, but when people have like the bridal party and they have like, it's all the friends that you know and love, and they always have like one or two like wild cards where it's like, where'd you meet this person? And it's sort of like a diner waitress or a union electrician,
or like one of those girls who has a bunch of tattoos but like does it in like a pinup way.
Yeah,
where they do their hair in that pinup way every day, and the black and the red lipstick and the black hair.
And they're like, how do you know the bride? And she's like, oh, we were in like a club together. And you're just like,
sounds sketchy.
Oh, weird.
But so should we jump into the topics?
We should.
Is this where the commercial break will be?
Eventually.
1, 2, 3 commercial break.
And welcome back to the podcast. Gabby's right there. I'm Stellar.
Interstellar. Fuck that movie.
So today we have, kind of a sad topic, but there seems to be a pandemic of celebrity divorces happening.
Something happened overnight. This happened overnight.
24 hours.
24
hours. I think
hours.
it's a psyop. They're distracting
What's a psyop?
us. It's a psychological operation where the government is trying to
YouTube.
YouTube.
It's where they're trying to spin a story, so they'll be like this is the perfect. You're right. This is the perfect distraction for a war to break out. Yeah, like I bet like there's like really bad thing happening in the Ukraine, and they're like, well, Ariana Grande is divorced. Not again. Get Ryan Seacrest out there. Change the view of the public. Yeah. Ryan Seacrest is controlling America.
That's true.
That's already known.
That's already true. If you don't think he's in the Secret Service, you're fucking your eyes are closed. Wake up. Wake up. Ryan Seacrest is in the Secret Service. If you have
And he's gay.
And he's a gay guy.
So
do you ever see that video of Britney Spears realizing that Ryan Seacrest was straight?
That's you and me every time we go to lunch.
She goes, he was like, yeah, me and my girl, whatever. And she just goes into the mic, girl?
And then like looks
And
around
then she's
Diddy
just
like, a gay guy.
girl? Okay, so there's been 2 huge overnight celebrity divorces from yesterday to today. This comes out a little bit later, so just getting.
I didn't mean to womp womp womp.
Ariana Grande and her real estate husband, who cares what his name is, are divorced after just 2 years of marriage, which is not a long time.
We're going to talk about this one before the next one.
Yeah.
Ariana, baby.
Baby girl, what's going on with you?
Baby, I think date. Just date.
Hey,
you don't need to get married.
Try dating.
All right?
And that's coming from me.
Girly, Pete looks like shit. Okay.
He looks like shit. This guy looked like a lesbian.
And you're really...
Her husband.
You're really funny.
You could look like a lesbian and be hot, but he looked like a lesbian in a bad way.
It looked like a lesbian in a bad way? Wasn't he a trans man?
No.
Wasn't she married to a trans man?
No.
Oh, did I just infer that because he looks like such a lesbian?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
That's a guy.
Oh, well, love is love. But drop his ass.
He was this real estate. He's a random real estate guy who is like young. There's no successful that young real estate guy. So what's the story? What's the gag? Who are his parents? Are they in the CIA? What's the deal? She's been looking bad and skinny.
She's always looked dangerously too skinny. And also, like, there's something about her that unnerves me because I'm just like, I know she's like funny and charismatic in interviews.
Yeah.
But I can't imagine being like, I bet in like around her, it's just like uncomfortable. I don't know.
I wonder.
That's why all the guys are like.
Yeah. I've never talked to any of the old Cellar comics about this, but she was like around at the Cellar when her and Pete were dating. So I'm so curious what she was like.
That bitch around at the Cellar.
I mean,
like, can I get some fries? I'm Ariana Grande, by the way.
Ariana Grande.
Can I do a set? Like,
could you imagine? That'd be awesome.
I wish she would pivot. That is something never seen before. Maybe this could be your track. A full pop star pivoting into stand-up comedy.
But I do the reverse.
Yeah, you pivot into being you settle for being an international pop star.
I think she is really funny, but I think she's mentally unwell.
Listen, I'm jealous.
Well, yeah.
I want to be married. And this bitch seems to be doing it rapid fire. Is she a better catch than me?
Yeah, what's her deal? I think when you're a rich woman, when you're a young rich woman and short, this is the key. The fact that she's so short and tiny, men love a tiny little woman because they could just snatch you up, steal you away, keep you in a cage.
Snatch you up, steal you away.
Yeah. They can't do that with me. I'm a big bitch.
I can't. Dating like a massive celebrity like that would ruin my self-esteem and ego. I couldn't do it. That's why they have to date each other.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
You can't be a normal person. If I was dating like Henry Cavill, imagine, first off, he would die for me because I'm cute.
He'd be addicted to your cuteness.
I'm like cute, and he'd be like, "You're really cute. You're really cute." I wouldn't even listen to him. I'd be like,
"Is he English?"
Yes.
Yeah.
I forget about that.
It's like the whole thing.
Well,
he just the Tudors.
Yes.
We talk about this every time.
Hey, Lizzie.
I know, but
it's not the whole thing. It's his face and body. It's
but
not.
He feels like
like
countryless. You know.
Yeah,
well,
he does look like he was made in a gay evil lab.
Gay evil lab. So literally made by Mojo Jojo.
That's like my chemical X.
What was
it's
him?
Like I'm mixing it, and then it's like boom, making the hunkiest fucking guy, and then I just fuck him.
Yeah, it was him. Remember him?
Oh yeah,
from Powerpuff Girls.
The big gay,
the big gay guy.
Villain.
The gay legs. It was fundamentally gay legs.
That was serving gay legs.
I'm him.
So it would unnerve me. Like if I was dating someone like that, everyone would be my enemy. No one would be my enemy. I would be my enemy, and he would be my enemy.
Yeah. I think fame is so repulsive. Anytime I've ever had a friend who starts to get famous, I like them less.
Well, don't look at Instagram. I'm blowing up.
I'm blowing up. There's something once the fame monster starts getting their little claws in them, there's something where I'm like, it's less hot. I want you to be like a what's it called? Like a man of the earth.
A salt of the earth.
Salt of the earth.
Yeah.
I want a salt of the earth, normal human being who can like build a mailbox out of wood. A famous person can't do that.
We've been talking about this before, or they do it in an artisanal way, and it's like, shut the fuck up.
They pay someone to do it.
I think we may have talked about this before, but being famous seems so embarrassing in the modern day.
Yes.
Like, I would hate that. Like, maybe in the 90s where you're this elite, like, vampire clan of people who no one would ever saw.
Untouchables.
You know what I mean? You, like, lived in a whole different world. Now, fucking Matt Damon is, and, like, people are talking directly to the camera. I'm like, ew, you're just a fucking piece of stardust like me.
Exactly.
Yeah. Ew, your atoms are made in the sun. Like, we're all slime, bruh.
I met this famous YouTuber the other day, and I was so repulsed by his presence.
Well,
He was not cool. He was not fun. He was hot. Yeah, sure, whatever. But he was just like nothing. And I'm like, you are nothing. And people are foaming at the mouth to get to you.
I just feel like, go for it. Be famous. But I feel like for me in my life, if I imagine that world, I'm like, ew, I feel like I would kill myself.
Do you think that Ariana's husband had a hard time?
For sure. I mean, she's beyond just like famous. Like, there's like some people reach that like super level where, like, Beyonce.
Yeah.
Beyonce's like, she's larger than life. I mean,
Yeah, but she has to be married to Jay-Z.
exactly. I mean, they got divorced and then I guess like stuck up a vineyard. But Bradley,
What are you fucking talking about, Zach?
He transitioned to a different couple without us knowing. So
Angelina Jolie.
He's not talking about
we
Jay-Z
were talking
anymore.
about Jay-Z and Beyonce,
He
and you
jumped
just
ship.
I know, but I
jumped into Brangelina
Yeah.
as if we wouldn't notice.
I mean,
Yeah.
I was gonna you cut me off before I finished the sentence,
Sorry.
and then maybe that would have illuminated exactly what I was talking about.
We're
Sorry.
not fighting.
I'm not fighting. I'm
And
stating
also,
facts.
we cannot have a divorce on this podcast.
In honor of these divorce, this celebrity
This
couple
is the
over.
last episode.
There is actually
Never.
well, someday I'm imagining it'll be the last episode.
Oh my God.
Maybe in 100 years when you look amazing and I look even more amazing.
You think you're going to look better than me?
I think I'm not gonna look better than you. I was comparing me to me.
We do have to move on to the other divorce before we end this
I'm
episode.
being a little stinker.
You
are being a
I
little
am
stinker. The second divorce.
This one's fucked up.
Ariana, sorry, you're fine. You're like 22.
Still.
You'll date another real estate agent. Like, go back to celebrities. Don't date the ugly ones.
Do you
Like,
think like okay, this might are celebrities like good at sex? I feel like they're not.
I feel like they haven't been able to get their numbers in
Yeah.
a real way. They haven't worked for it.
I also think it depends on when they got famous.
True.
If you get famous in your 30s and you're a hot guy, you throw it down like no one's
Right.
fucking
No one is
business.
You were like
Business.
a child star or like got famous in your early 20s. There's no way.
Yeah.
I think actually you could be good at having sex if you were a child star. That sounds fucked up, but let me explain.
You have the floor.
Because you got famous right, and then when you were like a teenager, like you fucked because it was all your world, and that's what when you're being like, fuck, and then it absolutely destroys you.
Yeah, but I don't think that they're good. Like, I don't think they've had real feedback, is what I'm saying. Because you
that's
only get good
true.
at fucking as a man when there's been shifts, there's been notes.
And when you're a woman, just lay there and
Take it.
yeah, think of the
Think
community.
of anything else.
Think of the community
Think of
and how
your
you're helping
ancestors.
the community.
The second divorce is so fucking.
It's so fucked up.
It's so fucked up. I saw it, and I saw it before these two whores.
It's so fucked up.
And I watched their faces as I saw it. This is one of, I think, celebrity-wise, the worst things to ever happen. Sofia Vergara and Joe Manganiello are getting a divorce after 7 years. The perfect, hottest couple, literally juiciest, most delicioso couple.
This makes me really sad, but I do need to bring up one point for all the girls. He's single! He's single! Holy
What
hell.
if he dates the only possible
Ariana Grande?
person? No.
She'll die.
She'll die. She'll be split in half. That whore can't take it. The only possible person I could see him with after Sofia Vergara, Angelina Jolie.
Wow, that pairing.
Wow.
Do you see that? They're both single for the first
That
time
just
ever.
like that sentence could calm the tides. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That blows
storms.
wind north. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Oh,
That's
my.
the only thing I could possibly see happening.
You know what that just for some reason made me think of? Like, that was so stoic what you said, that you know those like war horns through like a very stoic
In the distance.
question to pose
Yeah.
to the world, being like, what if Joe Manganiello and Angelina?
What about that?
He's gonna date a 22-year-old, but you know.
I don't know. Angelina is still famously the most sought
I've
after.
asked straight guys,
woman.
and a lot of straight guys don't say that.
Yeah, but they're playing.
Yeah, but they're playing, they're tripping.
They're tripping, they're playing.
Guys, Joe Manganiello, is ladies know this.
I can't believe it.
He's breathtakingly hot. His face looks like it's that drop of ugly I'm always talking about.
Yeah.
He's obviously clearly extremely handsome, but his face is a little like.
Well, it's a drop of dumb. Oh my
Jesus
God.
Christ, he's so hot.
I can't believe they're breaking up.
Yeah.
I mean,
they're really hot
The thing
together.
about them, why they were a perfect couple, is because
they're the same.
They're like the exaggerated sexual cartoons.
They're literally Sims turned all the way up.
And
I'm not gonna have sex tonight. I'm gonna play Sims.
well, after this, I'm gonna be playing Sims too.
Auga!
And you know the thing about Joe Manganiello that turns me on the most?
What?
It's his face, his body. His body, I'm gonna say a third time, and
Yeah,
then his
no.
face again for a fourth time.
Understood.
He loves Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, because he's a little dumb.
He's like a huge fantasy sci-fi nerd, and so is Henry Cavill. And I'm like, if I was trapped in an
He's
elevator,
a big nerd. He is not a little nerd.
He's like
all
plays
nerd.
World of Warcraft and shit. I can talk about all those topics for no end. All I need is to be trapped in an elevator with him.
Is Henry Cavill? Does he have a girlfriend?
Yes.
I mean, I assume.
Let's see. Can we see a picture?
Yeah, one sec. Hold on. And then we have to end this episode.
Okay.
Like shit.
I have this.
Oh, fun fact. Sorry, not to interrupt.
Go.
I hate doing that. But
Do
his
it.
girlfriend, his current girlfriend, was on an episode of
Suits?
My Super Sweet 16.
No.
What?
Yeah.
No.
What?
No.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
It
Henry
was her
Cavill?
Sweet 16.
It was her Sweet 16.
I bet you if it tells you which Sweet 16 it is, I'll remember it.
I don't know which one it is. I'll have to look it up. But that's her at a premiere. with him.
It's too far.
Zoom in.
Okay.
I mean,
guys.
she doesn't deserve him. I don't even need to see her.
That's how I felt. Are you fucking kidding?
Are you
me?
fucking serious?
Look. Gotta spread my wings, sweet 16.
16. It's my chance to fly. Sweet 16.
Honestly, for her, good job, girl.
Good job, girl. Her dad's definitely a billionaire.
Yeah,
no
for sure.
doubt in
You're
my
so
mind.
hate filled.
I'm filled with hatred.
When
I
see-
can't let anyone get away with it.
When I see, listen, Henry Cavill, Joe Manganiello, these are some of the hottest guys in the world. It's a bloodbath. And if you get them, you can't be mad that everybody else will want you dead.
Exactly.
That's the game.
That's a part of it.
Okay?
That's a part of it.
You get to hold the Ark of the Covenant. Now you're the target. Okay? Now you are sought to destroy because you're with these hot guys.
Fuck that girl. And wrapping.
Season 1, episode 5, I believe is her.
Does it say which Sweet 16? Is there a description?
Did you have a Super Sweet
Hold
16?
on.
No, I had a bat mitzvah. I wasn't allowed to have both.
Oh, wow. Gay guys get no party. We
Yeah,
just
you're
get
coming out.
Mykonos, the island.
We-
It wasn't a
Your
party,
life-
Gabby. It was
it
actually a
doesn't
lot of
say the
crying
theme.
and sitting around
It
couches.
was fine. Your family already knew. Literally, but your party is for the rest of your life, and we die at 30.
That's so true. It's over for women
It's
at 30.
over.
Okay, well, are we
I
going
went
to
to a party last night.
a party?
Yeah,
Like,
outside. I'll save it for the Patreon.
Lizzie's like,
Lizzie
"Shut
just
up."
gave me a big look, and I said, "I gotta go."
Okay, guys. So do we have a surrogate this week?
We do.
Oh la la.
Our surrogate is a new Patreon subscriber.
Hi.
And her name is Helena or Helena.
Helena.
Oh my God.
Wow, girly.
Girly, thanks for jumping in.
Helen of Troy vibes.
You know what you just did is you put your trust in our hands and we just pushed you off a cliff. And you're falling. And you're sinking.
Yeah.
Okay? But little do you know, oxygen is only 10 more minutes away. Okay, it's coming because it's
Don't
our extra
worry.
10. Because we keep talking and I'm going crazy. This Diet Coke went straight to my head.
Literally,
okay?
you're drunk.
I'm not drunk. I'm
You're drunk
awake
on Diet
finally.
Coke. Woo!
Whoa, Gabby, look
Helena,
amazing.
thank
Helena,
you. I'm wearing a fun
Helena.
outfit. Helena, I love you. I love everything you've ever done. I've known you for years now, it feels like, just suddenly. And I respect you. And I respect your choices and your regrets. And things will move on and you will move on. And today's the day, seize the day.
Helena, I have a certain set of instructions for you. Look on your back porch. I know where you live. There's a porch. Inside of a box that will be left on your porch is 2 little red rubber gloves. Okay? I want you to put those gloves on. And I want you to go to your bathroom. I want you to look into the back of the toilet. Okay, lift up the thing and reach your hand in there. There's gonna be a big wad of cash, baby. We love you.
We love you. That's $15. Spend it wisely.
I know, but it's wet. It's in the back of the water.
Oh, it's not in a bag. You're crazy.
That'd be so scary to pull out a bag.
I hope you have a safe pregnancy, Helena.
To pull out a bag, like you're like, what is this bag? You open, you're like $15.
$15.
That's like the most anticlimactic thing.
You can't say $15. It's $15.
Like $5 would be like like less weird.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? 15. You're just like, what is this
for? And guys, follow us on Instagram, follow us on YouTube, follow us on TikTok. Leave comments, leave reviews.
Vote for us for the Teen British Choice Awards.
Vote for us for the Teen British Choice Awards podcast awards. And we're jumping over to Patreon, patreon.com/LaPodcastPodcast for the Girl Cinematic Universe. For the Girl Cinematic Universe. A Girl Cinematic Universe.
So, but before we go.
What?
Do you want to maybe give me wings?
Oh, I forgot.
I know you always forget to give me compliments.
I'm sorry.
You're trying to get out of here.
So many all the time.
You're trying to get out of here so quick, aren't you?
Aren't you, little girl?
Aren't you, little girl?
Zach told me the other day that something changed overnight and his body is looking better than ever. And I said, yeah. It always looks good, Zach. It always looks. I can't talk. It always looks amazing. And then Zach turned the fucking corner, and Lizzie and I both gasped. Something did happen overnight. You look delicious.
Something's up.
Literally, your body.
I'm cooking the books, baby.
Literally, something's amiss. You look so good. It's crazy. And you're upping up your style in a way that
there's
I've
eyes.
been.
Well, now there's eyes.
I know.
Now
I've been asking you.
Okay.
To do this for so long, and you look so incredible. And I don't think you should cut your hair.
I actually was stretching in a little stripper pose earlier today, and I was looking at the mirror, and I was like, I love my hair and my ass. Okay.
Sometimes it's as simple as that.
Hell yeah.
Go me.
Gabby, everything you've ever told me to do and I've done, it was the right thing to do. Okay.
Yeah.
You're right.
What you just said felt really good.
It's always the right thing to do. Are you ever sometimes a little much? Yeah.
Totally.
Okay. Are you right all the time? No way.
No, could it be?
But when it comes to getting shit done in a way that you want specifically and you tell me what to do, I do it. It makes me feel good too.
Hell yeah.
Okay? Because you have it. Whatever that special sauce is, I imagine it's pink and opaque. Looks like Pepto-Bismol. Okay?
But sweet.
And if you cut you open in my head, if I were to take a knife, slice you open, it would be pink goo. And not just human blood. That's not like I'm trying to say blood or anything. Goo. Okay?
Like a Melissa.
Because that goo, baby, is the precious love inside you. Okay? Okay? You, my girl, everything you do is not enough. Okay? Everything you do is not... I'm trying to spin this one. Everything you... is not enough because you've already done it enough. Wait, you're great. I love you.
I love you too.
And every time...
Yeah.
You open your goddamn mouth, my heart sings like a grand choir.
Really?
Yeah, I love you.
Well, that's nice to hear.
And girl, we've got a lot on our docket, don't you think?
Yes. And Lizzie, finally.
Yes.
We're gonna miss you so much when we're in
I'm
Edinburgh.
gonna miss you guys so
I
much.
I don't know how we're gonna do it.
I know.
I don't like that idea.
We're gonna have to do FaceTime so I can see how you're doing.
You know what you should do is you should
videos.
record 3 things that you are questions to pose us, and then
we pretend like she's there.
We'll be like, okay, so here's our question from Lizzie today,
Yeah,
and it'll be like, hi Zack and Gabby,
hi babe,
blah 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 blah, and then
that's a good idea.
I'll do that. I'll send you guys.
Because then it'll be like
hope this is 20 minutes in.
Yeah.
We'll be like mail time.
Here's the mail. It never fails. It makes you wanna wag your tail. Mail.
Wow, wait, sing that again more sultry.
Oh God.
Here's the mail, it never fails. It makes you wanna wag your tail.
Mr. President.